So this is kind of a two-part question, but they're very similar. So I'll ask them together. The first one would be, what qualities do you look for in somebody, in a partner? And then also, what qualities contribute to a healthy, happy, successful, long-term relationship? So I guess we'll start with, what do you look for in somebody?
For me, I look for someone who has ambition. So it's like doing their own thing and can kind of match my independence, maybe, and confidence. I think that's really attractive. Those are like the two main things. I think also for me, being good with family is important because that's just something that's like a big part of my life. I'm trying to think of other qualities. Do you want to say yours?
Have you met the family yet, by the way?
I have met everybody except the father.
Oh, now is that purposely set up?
No, he's
No,
just
he's
not
just-
here
he's-
very
he's-
often.
Busy guy,
Okay,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I'm
Don't need him
definitely.
soon,
I feel like
Excited.
you'll pass that test.
I think so.
Well, yeah.
for sure. Yeah, you're good with parents, Aidan.
I'm good with parents. The question was the qualities I look for in somebody
Mhm.
to maintain a healthy relationship.
Or at the beginning, and then like, when you first meet somebody.
I think what I personally look for is also, I'll piggyback on the aspect of family. I think because it was just ingrained in me since I was a child that I think going back to the kind of pressure of getting married at a specific age, I think the pressure that I had was more of, you need to marry someone who has a good family life, someone who's connected to their mother, their father, their siblings if they have them. And so I think that for me was always in the back of my head. And I think with Madison, she has such a good connection with all of her siblings and her mom and her dad. I think that to me is it's a healthy, number one, it's a healthy foundation. And I think that it also just proves stability in all aspects of life. I think another big one for me is just having a good sense of humor. I think because I joke a lot and maybe some of my jokes are a bit like, I go over the edge a bit, but I think it's all with good intention. And I like to joke around and just have a good time. And I think that someone who can match that energy is pretty cool. But she is very independent, and I think that I'm independent in a lot of ways. But we do our own things, and then we come back together, and it's a good, healthy match.
You guys seem well beyond your years. And
Thank you.
yeah, and these answers,
Thanks.
it's so funny because Steve does a lot of on the street stuff, like asking people questions.
cool.
And, he asks someone about like qualities in a partner, but also like an amount of income they make, right?
Right.
And this woman gave a great answer of like, I don't really care about a number of income. I care about if they're passionate, have goals, and ambitious, which is great. And I think that is the actual response that it should be.
Right.
And we had so many people commenting like, no, like a partner needs to make X amount of dollars. And it's like seeing like what I go through and like having true love, and like you can't put a dollar amount on love, right? If you're looking for someone that makes a certain amount of money, you're kind of just picking and choosing like a payment kind of thing, which
Right.
doesn't make sense. And it's not like love.
It's a bit unfair, I think. I think it puts a lot of pressure on the person, especially if maybe they don't make as much money as the spouse or the partner would like them to. I think that's a tricky situation.
And then it's like, if say two people do meet, right? And they have no idea how much money each person makes, and they're kissing and, having great banter.
Right.
And then they find out after, oh, you only make this much money.
Right.
Can you like turn it off and be like, oh, I actually don't want to be with you? Because that would be ridiculous. Like, why would you turn down such an amazing connection based off of something so transactional?
I also think that like having the ambition or the ability to set goals and want to achieve things for yourself is a better way of looking at it than like a dollar figure, because money
100%.
comes and goes.
Exactly.
It doesn't really matter that much. But if having someone who's successful is important to you, I feel like they'll always be successful in what they do if they have that sort of mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when the money comes and goes, right? Like when it goes, do you have that person that's with you
Right.
in the thick of
That's
it?
what matters.
And when it comes, it's like, does that person see you, not the money? Because
Right.
like those two things are the most important.